Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a review of the new Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer, which was just released today, October 9th. This should be the last trailer before the movie comes out in December, and I'm looking forward to it. I love the Star Wars franchise. I even can sit through the prequels because it's still Star Wars. But yeah, Force Awakens was amazing, and I'm hoping they continue with this one. The last trailer looked really good, and we'll see how this one goes too. So ready, here we go.
When I found you, I saw
Those look good.
untamed power,
Where are they?
and beyond that, something truly special.
That was Luke's saber. Who does the voice of Snoke? I'll have to look that up.
Something inside me has always been there. And I was awake. And I need help.
He looks so scared.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Advertise time. Kill it.
This battle. Oh, he's actually in a ship.
If you have to.
Star Wars
That's the only way to become what we're meant to be.
does have a temper though. Huh. That was interesting. The Falcon. What is that guy?
It'll light the fire to open the fresh water down.
Okay.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill
Okay, what was that?
destiny.
Snoke?
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Uh-oh. Okay, that didn't look great. Okay, let's go to the beginning and take a look at this. Okay, to start with, there's not much there. It looks like he's just looking at some new weapons being created, possibly. Something to replace the weapon that's blown up in The Force Awakens. And these look really good. Liking the, not AT-ATs, well, maybe just like a different variation, like the, and this looks like it's on the same planet where it was showing those other chips and the one crashing because of the kind of reddish kick up here and whatever this mountain is. And looks like a good battle anyways. I mean, you got this battle and then the space battle they showed later. You know, that could be a very action-filled movie for sure. Now, I'm wondering if this is where Luke is, because I know that, you know, there's a lot of rocks where they are, or if this is part of the flashback Luke has later on of when he came in and destroyed everything. And then there he is again, not really doing a lot except picking up his lightsaber. I'm wondering if that's still his homemade one. It kind of looks like it's still homemade with this little red wire here, but I don't know if it'll have those exhaust ports like before. Like, for those who don't know, the story is that he was using a crystal that was cracked, which is why he had to use those exhaust ports on the side to exhaust the energy, or else it would explode. So, no, that's, yeah, hold on. can see it in that frame. Yeah, right there. So those exhaust ports there. Interesting. Still has the same saber, so I don't know why he would put it down like that. And then this is Luke's, which, I mean, holy cow, that's been around for a long, long time. And Luke's was handmade too, so interesting. Eventually, not much there. And then this is just the island, so you can figure there's going to be a training scene at the beginning of the movie. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, okay. Here's like, I'm guessing this is where he lives. This looks more man-made than everything else. Okay. And then yeah, here we have. This. It looks like it almost picks up where the last movie left off. They're still dressed the same. Maybe a little different. I'm not sure if she was wearing all of this. Maybe she looks pretty much the same. It's hard to tell. Without going back, there's his robot hand. It's a cool robot hand. Should have brought R2-D2 with her. They could have had a reunion. And it kind of looks like she gave him the lightsaber so she can do like a quest, almost like Luke had to do in Empire Strikes Back when Yoda sent him into that cave. This kind of looks similar to how that happened, and then she has a vision of these books. I'm thinking that's what happened. Of course, that's just speculation. And then, so I'm thinking this might be like her vision, where she sees the books about the Jedi. And then here's training montage. Learning. And then, yeah, she's displaying her power. And let's see if we can get a shot of Luke being scared. There. Yeah, okay, that's a good shot of Luke being scared. Just from her testing out her powers. And he's dressed different, so it's probably a different day. She's just going through training, and he is surprised by what he sees, and as he says later on, he's never seen that kind of power before except for one other person, so you gotta assume he's talking about Adrian Brody, but who knows? I mean, probably. I don't know who else he would be talking about. But, yeah, like, if that makes him too afraid to train Rey, then who knows what happens after that. If it's another situation where she leaves and she's only partially trained, then you gotta wonder if that is why she ends up talking to him later on in the trailer. That could be interesting. Okay, so Kylo Ren is probably that other guy that he's talking about. And then here, I'm guessing this is a flashback to when things went wrong because of the next shot here, which we already saw in the first movie as a flashback. So yeah, and you can see there doesn't seem to be the rock formation that they were walking through. Kylo Ren with the stormtroopers were walking through earlier, so that's why I'm thinking that might be on his island later and not part of the flashback. And then, yeah, there's still Luke being scared, which is not a good sight to see. Is he really looking kind of scared? Maybe, I'm wondering. That's just speculation, but this could be like a fight that she makes her worried because Luke runs off after he sees her break the rock, and he just doesn't want to train her after that. We'll have to see. Kylo Ren looking like Kylo Ren. And not liking his mask too much. I'm guessing that might be the last time we see the mask. Like, it looks like he breaks it here, and then you see him later on without it. So it could be just be that he got rid of it. Like he was saying, let the past be in the past. You know, he's probably still messed in the head from killing Han Solo. And then Space Battle, which looks pretty cool. Kylo Ren is piloting. Might as well watch that in full force. Don't know what any of those ships are. It's an interceptor-ish. Star Destroyer. Looks like a huge battle. And I'm wondering if this is kind of a fake out, because she doesn't talk. And I'm thinking maybe at this point there might be some like Jedi mind communication going on, just kind of like what she would, like what Leia and Luke did in Empire Strikes Back, where they were communicating through their telepathic abilities, I guess it was. I wonder if that's what is happening here between her and Kylo Ren, and it's just they're not telling us what's being said. They're just kind of showing us, because it's odd to just show her just standing there staring at something, because that's like the only thing that she's shown in the trailer. Anything else? And here, yeah, he's hesitating. And then they're implying that he's getting ready to blow her up, but I don't know if they would do that. You know, first movie he kills his dad, second movie he kills his mom. That might be a little odd to just keep going like that, and then what? The next movie he kills Luke, and it's just it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I think this is more of a fake out than anything else. And then, yeah, Millennium Falcon running from TIE Fighters is not a new sight to see, but it's a nice sight to see. Looks pretty cool, whatever they're driving through. And then, I don't know what this guy is, but he's pretty funny. I'm just wondering who's piloting. If that's Rey or somebody else. They kind of purposely made sure you couldn't see it, so we'll have to see who's actually piloting the Millennium Falcon at this point, and whether or not that's part of that space battle or a different one. And then, okay, Poe comes out, gets ticked off at all the stuff that's being blown up, and comes out and starts blowing up more stuff. Does a speech. And then you have Phantasma and Boyega fighting, or Finn, not sure what he's dressed as. If that's some kind of outfit he was using to go undercover, or if that's actually a rebel outfit. It's hard to tell. Probably undercover. It doesn't seem like I don't remember seeing the rebels actually wear something like that. And then, yeah, big fight. Oh, this kind of looks like it's in the same factory that Kylo Ren was looking at in the beginning of the trailer. So I'm thinking this is like an espionage mission to go in and actually destroy whatever's being built here. Maybe do some, yeah, there's TIE fighters all over here. Looks like they're being built. Oh yeah, okay. So this does look like a TIE fighter factory, and some espionage going undercover to blow this up. So, it really seems like there's a lot going on in this movie. You got the space battle, you got the training session, you've got the ground battle with the AT-ATs and those ships, and then you have this undercover thing with the sabotage of the TIE fighter factory. Like, wow. And then you have Rey kind of going through like a crisis of faith. That's a cool shot. And then more space battle. Is that the same space battle? The ships look different. Is that the same? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking maybe this. is that TIE fighter factory. And, you know, it's in space, and this is like an attack on it.
This is not going to go.
Interesting. See, this is the interesting part. So, okay, he's wet. He's in these black rocks, which could match what we saw with Kylo Ren coming in the beginning. He's talking to somebody about it's not going to go your way. And these are some animals. Not sure. This is the planet from before, I guess, with the AT-ATs. And this is just the indigenous species, I guess. Running through for safety. Interesting. Okay, so Rey dives through some water, comes up here. She's wet, and this is him. So I wonder if, when he says if this is not going to go the way you think, he's talking to her. I wonder if she's just at this point trying to force him to train her. Like like she's undisciplined, so that might be what's happening here. He doesn't want to train her, and she's kind of just trying to force the fact. Wait, how many stormtroopers? Count them all. No, I'm kidding. But wow, that looks like a battle and a half. Look at all the TIE fighters up here. So it seems like a lot of the movie is taking place in this factory. Like they're preparing for war here. You saw Kylo Ren earlier watching stuff being built here, and then you saw Finn and Phasma fighting here. So it seems like a lot of the movie takes place here. And also on this planet. And then, yeah, Snoke, how did she, at what point does she have a meeting with Snoke? That's a good question. Like, when does this happen? Because at no point, it always shows her talking to Luke, so when did she get to the point where she's talking to Snoke? Maybe Kylo Ren took her here after she has this next little thing.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Now this is one of those ones where you have to think if the trailer is playing tricks on you. Like if she's not talking to him, she's talking to somebody else, and they just kind of cut it so that it looks like she's talking to him. I'm kind of wondering, because look, like here, there's something on fire. He's got flames coming all down here, and it looks like there's a lot of light on his face, but then you see her, and there's light, but there's no flames anywhere. So I'm kind of thinking that's what they might have done. Just kind of trying to play tricks on people, to make them think that two people are having a conversation that actually aren't. Just a theory. That could be not what's happening, but my gut tells me it is what's happening. So that would mean this is also a fake out when he puts his hand down. And then, yeah, Star Wars The Last Jedi. It looks good. Definitely it looks good. Eager to see it. I hope there's not too many, I actually don't want to see more trailers. I want to be surprised at what happens. So we'll see. And yeah, we'll see. That's all there is to say. Like, that's the breakdown of it. It looks good. They did seem to give a little bit away, but I'm pretty sure the stuff that they're setting up is one of those fake outs that trailers do, and I think there's quite a bit in this trailer. It's really hard to tell, but I think that's what they're doing. The scene with Leia I'm sure, is like it's a telepathic conversation, and they're just not letting us hear it in this trailer. And the scene with Rey and Kylo Ren, I think they're just, the conversation is going when it really isn't. Although she does end up talking to Snoke and being like in some kind of meeting, like room with him, where he has enough, where he's close enough that he can use his powers on her. So maybe she does, have that conversation with Kylo Ren. Anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I hope you guys are too. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, or all the above. Thank you, and